I am thrilled to share this message with you today. We all understand the feeling of being trapped in our comfort zones, where everything feels secure and familiar. But what if I told you that true magic happens when we step beyond those boundaries? In today's message, we'll discuss 5 ways to break free from your comfort zone and unlock unprecedented growth and success. I know firsthand how daunting it can be to take that leap into the unknown, but I've also experienced the incredible rewards it brings. You're not alone in this struggle. We all encounter moments of feeling stuck and comfortable. However, it's up to us to make the choice to break free and strive for something greater. If you're ready to turn things around and step out of your comfort zone, then you've come to the right place. By the end of this message, you'll have a clear understanding of how to overcome your fears and limitations, embracing new opportunities for personal growth and success. So let's dive in and prepare to step out of that comfort zone and into a life of fulfillment and achievement. Are you ready? Let's start with number 5. It's an honor to be here today to share with you one of the most crucial lessons I've learned in life. This lesson has not only transformed my own life, but also the lives of countless others. It has the power to unlock your full potential and take you to heights you never thought possible. And that lesson is this: embrace failure. Yes, you heard me right. Embrace failure. It may sound counterintuitive, but it's the key to stepping out of your comfort zone and achieving greatness. We live in a society that fears failure, where it's seen as a sign of weakness or incompetence. But what if I told you that failure is not something to be feared but embraced? What if I told you that failure is not the end, but the beginning of a journey toward success? Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Through our failures, we learn, grow, and become better versions of ourselves. Every successful person has faced failure at some point in their lives. But they didn't let it define them. They used it as fuel to propel themselves toward success. So how do we embrace failure? How do we shift our mindset from seeing it as something to be avoided to something to be celebrated? The first step is to change our definition of failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, see it as a learning experience, an opportunity to grow and improve. The second step is to take responsibility for our failures. It's easy to blame others or external circumstances, but we're the ones in control of our actions and decisions. When we take responsibility, we take back our power and can use our failures as stepping stones toward success. The third step is to learn from our failures. Every failure has a lesson to teach us. It's up to us to reflect on what went wrong, what we can do differently next time, and how we can use this experience to become better. The fourth step is to keep trying. Failure is not a one-time event. It's a part of the journey toward success. We must have the resilience and determination to keep going despite our failures. As long as we keep trying, we're not failing. We're learning and growing. And finally, the fifth step is to celebrate our failures. Every failure brings us one step closer to success. Instead of beating ourselves up over our failures, let's celebrate them as a sign that we're taking action, pushing ourselves, and on the path toward greatness. I know it's not easy to embrace failure. It goes against everything we've been taught. But once you do, once you see it as a natural and necessary part of the journey toward success, your life will never be the same. You'll have the courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams. You'll learn from your failures and use them as fuel to propel you toward your goals. You'll become more resilient, more determined, and more confident. And most importantly, you'll live a life without regrets. Moving on to number 4, as human beings, we're creatures of habit. We find comfort in routine and familiarity, sticking to what we know because it makes us feel safe and secure. But when was the last time you did something that scared you? When was the last time you took a leap of faith and stepped outside of your comfort zone? I can guarantee you that the most successful and fulfilled people in this world have one thing in common. They're not afraid to step out of their comfort zone. They understand that growth and progress lie outside of their comfort zone. And one of the best ways to break out of your comfort zone is by meeting new people. Now, I know that for some of you, the thought of meeting new people may seem daunting. You may be thinking, but I'm an introvert. I'm not good at making small talk or meeting new people. Well, let me tell you this. I used to be an introvert too. But I realized that if I wanted to achieve my goals and dreams, I had to step out of my comfort zone and connect with new people. Meeting new people opens up a whole new world of opportunities. It allows you to learn from different perspectives, gain new insights, and expand your network. And let me tell you, your network is your net worth. The people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your personal and professional growth. So why limit yourself to the same group of people when there's a whole world of potential connections out there? I understand that stepping out of your comfort zone can be uncomfortable and even scary at times, but growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you want to grow and reach your full potential, you must be willing to get uncomfortable. And meeting new people is an excellent way to do just that. So how can you start meeting new people and stepping out of your comfort zone? The first step is to have an open mind. Be willing to put yourself out there and be open to new experiences and connections. Remember, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The next step is to be proactive. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Go out and create them. Attend networking events, join clubs or organizations that align with your interests, or simply strike up a conversation with someone new. You never know where these connections may lead you. And when you do meet new people, don't be afraid to ask questions and listen. People love to talk about themselves, and by showing genuine interest in them, you can build a strong connection. And who knows, you may learn something new, or find a common interest that can lead to a valuable relationship. But let me warn you, stepping out of your comfort zone and meeting new people does not mean changing who you are or trying to fit in. Be authentic and true to yourself. People are drawn to genuine and confident individuals, so don't be afraid to be yourself. I also want to address the fear of rejection. I know that for some of you, the thought of being rejected by someone you want to connect with can be terrifying. But rejection is a part of life. It's how we learn and grow. And the truth is, the more you put yourself out there, the more likely you are to face rejection. But remember, rejection is not a reflection of your worth or value as a person. It's simply a part of the process. So don't let the fear of rejection hold you back from meeting new people and stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, I want to share a personal story with you. When I first started my career, I was working as a salesman. And let me tell you, I was not a natural at it. But I knew that if I wanted to succeed, I had to step out of my comfort zone and connect with potential clients. So I would go to networking events and strike up conversations with strangers. And you know what? It was uncomfortable and scary at first. But I kept pushing myself, and you know what happened? I started making connections, and my sales began to increase. By stepping out of my comfort zone and meeting new people, I was able to achieve success in my career. So my challenge to you today is to step out of your comfort zone and meet new people. Whether it's at a networking event, a social gathering, or even online, make an effort to connect with someone new. You never know how that connection may impact your life. Moving on to number 3, my friends, I want to share with you one of the most powerful ways to step out of your comfort zone and expand your horizons: traveling to new places. I understand some of you might be thinking, but Jim, traveling can be expensive and time-consuming. How can it possibly help me in my personal development journey? Well, my friends, let me assure you that the benefits of traveling far outweigh any costs or inconveniences. First and foremost, traveling allows you to break free from your routine and step outside of your comfort zone. We all have our daily routines that we're comfortable with, but it's in those moments of discomfort that we truly grow and learn. When you travel to a new place, everything is unfamiliar and unknown. You're forced to adapt and navigate through new environments, cultures, and languages. This challenges your mind and expands your perspective, making you more adaptable and open-minded. Think of it this way. When you're at home, you're in your comfort zone. But when you travel, you're thrown into a new environment where you have to figure things out on your own. This pushes you to think outside the box and be resourceful. And as we all know, personal growth happens outside of our comfort zone. Moreover, traveling allows you to gain new experiences and create unforgettable memories. These experiences can range from trying new foods, learning about different cultures, or even facing your fears by trying out new activities. These experiences not only add richness to your life, but also contribute to your personal growth. For example, if you have a fear of heights, traveling to a place with stunning landscapes and breathtaking views can challenge you to face that fear. And once you conquer it, you'll come back home with a newfound confidence and a sense of accomplishment. Additionally, traveling exposes you to different perspectives and ways of life. It's easy to get caught up in our own little bubble and think that our way of life is the only way. But when we travel, we're exposed to different cultures, beliefs, and customs. This allows us to see the world through a different lens and understand that there's not just one right way to live. This exposure to different perspectives also helps us become more empathetic and understanding towards others. Furthermore, traveling allows you to step out of your comfort zone in a physical sense as well. It pushes you to try new things and be more adventurous. And this adventurous spirit can carry over into other aspects of your life. You may find yourself trying new hobbies, taking on new challenges, or even pursuing new career opportunities that you never thought possible before. But perhaps the most significant benefit of traveling is the self-discovery that comes with it. When you're away from your familiar surroundings and daily responsibilities, you have the time and space to reflect on yourself and your life. You may discover new passions, interests, or even a new sense of purpose. Traveling also allows you to disconnect from the distractions of everyday life and be present in the moment. It forces you to slow down, appreciate the beauty around you, and be grateful for what you have. And this gratitude and mindfulness can greatly contribute to your personal growth and overall well-being. Now, I know that not everyone has the means to travel to far-off destinations. But let me tell you, traveling doesn't have to mean going to exotic locations or spending a lot of money. It can be as simple as taking a road trip to a nearby town, exploring a new neighborhood in your city, or even trying out a new restaurant. The key is to step out of your comfort zone and expose yourself to new experiences and perspectives. Moving on to number 2, I want to talk to you about one powerful way to step out of your comfort zone: taking on new challenges. We all have our comfort zones, those familiar and safe spaces where we feel at ease and in control. It's human nature to seek comfort and security, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, if we want to grow and achieve our dreams, we must be willing to step out of our comfort zones and embrace new challenges. Why is it so important to take on new challenges? Because it's in the face of challenges that we discover our true capabilities and potential. Every great achievement in human history was the result of someone stepping out of their comfort zone and taking on a new challenge. From inventors to athletes, leaders to entrepreneurs, they all had to overcome their fears and doubts and push themselves beyond their limits. But here's the thing: stepping out of our comfort zones is not easy. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to fail. Yes, failure is a possibility when we take on new challenges, but it's also an opportunity for growth and learning. As the saying goes, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. So if we want to become the best versions of ourselves, we must be willing to face challenges head-on and embrace the discomfort that comes with it. Now you may be wondering, how can we step out of our comfort zones and take on new challenges? Well, the first step is to identify what your comfort zone is. What are the things that you're comfortable with? What are the things that you're afraid to do? Once you've identified your comfort zone, it's time to think about what challenges you can take on to push yourself out of it. The key here is to start small. You don't have to take on a massive challenge right away. Instead, start with something that makes you slightly uncomfortable. It could be something as simple as trying a new hobby, learning a new skill, or speaking in front of a small group of people. The important thing is that it should be something that takes you out of your comfort zone but is still achievable. As you start to conquer these smaller challenges, you'll gain confidence and momentum to take on bigger ones. Remember, stepping out of your comfort zone is a process, and it takes time and practice. Don't expect to become a completely different person overnight. It's about making small, consistent steps towards growth and progress. Another important aspect of taking on new challenges is having the right mindset. You must believe in yourself and your abilities. As Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So believe that you can overcome any challenge that comes your way, and you will. It's also essential to have a support system in place. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. They'll be there to cheer you on, but also to pick you up when you stumble. And remember, it's okay to ask for help and support when you need it. Now, I want to address a common misconception about stepping out of your comfort zone. Many people believe that it means taking risks and being reckless. But that's not true. Stepping out of your comfort zone is not about being reckless. It's about being calculated and strategic. It's about taking calculated risks that have the potential to bring you closer to your goals and dreams. Lastly, I want to share with you the benefits of stepping out of your comfort zone. When we challenge ourselves and push ourselves out of our comfort zones, we not only grow and develop as individuals, but we also open ourselves up to new opportunities and experiences. We learn new skills, gain new perspectives, and become more resilient. And most importantly, we become the best versions of ourselves. So my friends, I challenge you to try new things. Make it a habit to do something new every day, no matter how small. It could be something as simple as taking a different route to work, or trying a new type of coffee. And as you continue to try new things, you'll gradually break free from your comfort zone and experience a life of endless possibilities. In part 2 of this speech, we'll delve deeper into the topic of personal development, and how trying new things is just the beginning of our journey towards growth and success. But for now, I want you to remember this. The only way to step out of your comfort zone is by trying new things. So go out there and embrace the unknown, because that's where true growth and success lie. Thank you. In today's message, we're going to discuss the power of setting and achieving goals. I know many of you may be feeling frustrated or stuck in your current situation, but I want you to know that you are not alone. We all face challenges and obstacles in our lives, but the key is to not let them hold us back. By listening to this message, you will learn practical and proven strategies that will help you turn things around and start achieving your goals. So, get ready to take notes, and let's dive into the 5 ways to achieve your goals. Starting with number 5, I want to talk to you about the 5th way to achieve your goals, which is continuously learning and improving. You see, success is not a one-time event. It is a continuous journey of growth and improvement. And in order to reach our full potential and achieve our goals, we must commit ourselves to a lifetime of learning and self-improvement. The world we live in is constantly evolving, and if we do not adapt and grow along with it, we will be left behind. We must be willing to step out of our comfort zones and embrace new challenges. As the saying goes, if you're not growing, you're dying. So, how do we continuously learn and improve? It starts with having a growth mindset. This means believing that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work and dedication. It means seeing failures and setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. We must also be open to new ideas and perspectives. Often we get stuck in our own ways of thinking and shut ourselves off from new information. But in order to learn and improve, we must be willing to listen and consider different points of view. Another important aspect of continuous learning is seeking out new knowledge and skills. This can be through formal education, such as taking courses or getting a degree, or through self-education, such as reading books and attending seminars. The key is to never stop learning and expanding our knowledge base. But it's not just about acquiring new knowledge. It's also about applying it. We must take action and put what we learn into practice. As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, "For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them." And this brings me to the concept of continuous improvement. Learning is not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about using that knowledge to become better versions of ourselves. We must constantly evaluate our actions and behaviors, and look for ways to improve them. This can be done through setting goals and working towards them. By setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals, we give ourselves a target to strive for. And as we work towards these goals, we learn and grow along the way. But it's important to remember that learning and improvement is not a linear process. There will be ups and downs, successes and failures, and that's okay. We must embrace the journey and be patient with ourselves. As long as we are continuously learning and improving, we are on the right track. Now some of you may be thinking, "But Jim, I don't have the time or resources to continuously learn and improve." And to that, I say, make the time. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's how we choose to use them that makes the difference. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media or binge-watching TV shows, use that time to read a book or take an online course. And as for resources, there are plenty of free or low-cost options available. The internet has made information more accessible than ever before. Take advantage of it. And if there's something you really want to learn or improve on, invest in yourself. The return on investment will be worth it. Now I want to address the fear of failure. Many of us hesitate to try new things or take risks because we are afraid of failing. But I want to remind you that failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of success. Every successful person has experienced failure at some point in their journey. It's what we do with those failures that determines our success. So, don't be afraid to try new things and make mistakes. Embrace them as learning opportunities and use them to continuously improve. Now to number 4, which is staying accountable. As we all know, setting goals is easy. We can all come up with a list of things we want to achieve or improve in our lives. But the real challenge lies in actually achieving those goals. And that is where accountability comes in. Accountability is the glue that holds commitment to your goals. It is the driving force that keeps you on track and helps you overcome the obstacles that come your way. Without accountability, our goals are just mere wishes that are easily forgotten or abandoned. So, how do we stay accountable? The first step is to make a commitment to yourself. You have to be fully committed to your goals, and that means taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. You cannot rely on others to hold you accountable. It has to come from within. Next, you need to have a clear plan in place. You cannot stay accountable if you don't know what you are working towards. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This will give you a clear roadmap to follow and make it easier to track your progress. Now let's talk about the importance of having an accountability partner. This could be a friend, family member, or a mentor. Someone who will hold you accountable and keep you on track. It's important to choose someone who is supportive, but also not afraid to give you a push when you need it. This person will provide you with the